Radio. Smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Yeah, the clock's has ticked over to 9 p.m. UK time. Alright, and as promised, you don't know what that is like we call Whole a Reason. Yeah man, this week we are holding a reason with none other than the one Miss Ruach Ru. I bet many of you thought it was Ruach. I bet many of you did. But anyway, I'm going to try and get her on the line in Jamaica, and with a little bit of luck, we here at Piledriver Radio want to extend to you a big and massive welcome to the one and only Ruach Ru. Good evening.
Hey, hi, Big Daddy. How are you doing? Daddy. Daddy, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm very.
I'm thinking you were the player man.
We're gonna come to that later, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. It's nice to have you here.
Hi.
And
nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me on to your show, and big up and greetings to all of your listeners.
All right. I think they're hearing you, and they will react just as you speak. Yeah, man, so we're going to just hold a reason, and you don't know how the reasoning thing go. We don't put any pressure on you. It's just going to be a chit-chat, but obviously we're going to still try and extract as much as possible from you to find out about yourself. So I want to start the questioning by, everybody wants to know where people coming from and all that kind of stuff. So we always touch on a little bit of their background. All right. So
all right.
You live in Jamaica, so I take it that you're a Jamaican, correct?
I am Jamaican,
Good.
Born and bred, island girl.
All right. So give me a little bit of background about you growing up. Where in Jamaica
Growing
are
up
you?
in Jamaica?
Yeah, where exactly? Where exactly in Jamaica are you?
All right, I am in the hills of St. Andrew, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Where I'm at, I am looking on top of the mountain. I can see the harbor of Kingston. Mm-hmm. So, I have a beautiful view from where I am. It is semi-rural, Jamaica. Full of vegetation, whole lot of land, whole lot of, of nature. And so this is where I grew up and how I grew up. I am a member of a large family. Yeah. And as you know, in Jamaica, everybody goes to church, or, used to when I was growing up. So,
Standard.
my father was a reverend. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So my early influences were those, church, listening to my father, talk spirituality, school, and home, the community that I grew up in, those are my early influences.
Okay, so you touched on school and church and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Were you in the church choir at any time? Because a lot of people...
Yes, I was. Yes, music was a huge part of everything that we did at home, everything in our lives. Being a big family, and we all sing, we would just sing. We sing for church, we sing when we're cleaning, we sing when people coming over, we sing for Christmas. We were always singing. And yes, I was on the church choir. And, and enjoyed the experience.
Okay, so, and at school, because, growing up with your family is one thing, but when you're starting to go to school, where you start having influence from other students, what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the music, did you do anything with music then? Or you just, did they have any school fetes or anything that, you were interested in
that I would go to? Yeah. There are always things going on at school. The Christmas parties and the fetes and that kind of thing. Yes, I would go occasionally. I didn't do much of the music while I was at school, especially high school. I was going through my growing up phase, my too stuff to do stuff like that face. You know, and I was quiet. I was very quiet and introvert. And so I enjoyed certain activities like sports. I used to love to watch sports, but I did not take up music there. Music was primarily done at church or at home. But I remember high school being a fantastic experience. I mean, exposed to all different kinds of children from all different, you know, kinds of backgrounds. And so it was a great learning experience for me.
Where did you go to school? Did you go to school up near Red Hills, as you just mentioned, or was it down inside the city itself?
Well, in Kingston, I am just maybe 15 minutes away from Kingston, and so most of my activities outside of the home happen in Kingston. So from kindergarten straight through, I went to school in Kingston, prep school, primary school, high school, tertiary. All of that happened in Kingston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you know, so you well, obviously, you've just lined up all the education you've gone through, so, and you did say tertiary, so it looked like, say, the old man, or the parents, I should say, did have you on that strict thingy, they make sure that you get your education.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a very strict father, very loving, a great provider, but very strict. And he supervised most of, you know, what we did. We grew up under his philosophies and teachings. He believed in certain things as a human being, and he raised us well. With, you know, he instilled lots of. He opened the door intellectually for me to begin to think about all kinds of things differently than I would have normally if I had not been exposed to him. So, yeah, he was a loving father, but very strict. And so a lot of the other stuff that children will do, like hanging out on the street, you know, run up and down, couldn't do that. Not with my daddy. Okay. Couldn't do that, but I give thanks for him, you know.
I was just going to ask you, you know, if you've got any... got any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, brothers and sisters. Yeah. I have. Yes, I have a lot of brothers and sisters. Right, I have. Let me count: 5 sisters and 2 brothers. No, I have 7 sisters.
You have
and 2 brothers. I have a huge family.
Okay. So what may I say now? The 2 brothers, them never try, you know, because you know boys always get up to things, climb trees, stone mango tree. Do this and all them kind of thing. Them never try to influence you, or them couldn't. The way our daddy did a move strict, you couldn't. The way our daddy did a move strict, can I tell you? You couldn't.
The way my father did a move. He was, he, and you know, he did it in such a way that you didn't even realize that and it wasn't an invasive, oppressive kind of, it was very loving. Yeah. And very nurturing and very, you know, hovering. So none of us felt offended by it, except on the other occasions when you want to go out with your friends or somebody going to the beach and say, no, we're not, you're not going. No. Yeah. But no, so we didn't grow up feeling confined. And so there was no rebellion. There was you know, we weren't rebelling against him. And so my brothers, no, they didn't influence me negatively at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we are all much like him. You know, he was just a strong, loving personality. And we all, you know, try to be like him even now. But not as strict, but definitely as loving.
Yeah, me hear you know, but as a young lad that grew up in Jamaica myself, I know how we boys at certain age can behave. But I like to know if the guy, no, you know, any friends from school of the male type couldn't come knock your gate and say,
no, look here, look, McDaddy. Look here, McDaddy. No.
I said, come to see you.
Daddy wouldn't. My daddy. Let me tell you about my daddy, my father. No, man, you couldn't do that. You couldn't play that with my daddy. And as a matter of fact, young men were scared to come to the house because he was such a strong personality and being a male himself, and probably in his youth having done a lot of the things that he doesn't want us to do or suspected that young men would want to do. The moment they set foot in the place, trust me, he stripped them down and say so, and say okay, and they just never came back. They've never come back, my daddy.
Wise young
man. That was my father.
Right. So I'm gonna move it on a bit now. So this name that you have taken, right? Is this a stage name? Right?
It is my artist name.
It is your?
It is my artist name, yes.
Right.
It is my
Okay.
Name.
Right. Now, the first time I see it, I thought Ruach. I said Ruach Ru. I said all kind of stuff before I came up with
all kinds of stuff.
with Ruach Ru. But I have checked it out and realized that it comes from a Hebrew word, right? Meaning wind or spirit or breath, or divine voice or something like that. Is that the reasoning why you chose to have that name?
Well, again, and it's a good segue. My father's spiritual influence in my life caused me to seek a lot, read a lot, want to know a lot, trying to find my own place in this great design that we call life. And one of the things that I would always ask is, where is the feminine energy? Where is the feminine spirit represented in the whole divine story? In a way that related to me, that resonated with me positively. Because a lot of the stories that we got in the King James Version of the Bible were negative, or very little. It was so much so that even in a discussion with a young man at the time, and he said, but are there any female angels? I mean, I've never heard of a female angel. And it was something that bothered me. And so I explored for myself, and I did a lot of reading, and I came across the Hebrew version of the Bible. And in the Hebrew version of the Bible, the first reference to Ruach is in Genesis, where it said the Spirit of God moved across the face of the waters. And that spirit in Hebrew is called Ruach. And it is actually a feminine pronoun denoting an aspect of God, spirit, breath, and life of God. So I said, yes, this is the answer to the question that I have been asking. There is femininity in the divine, and this is the name. I fell in love with the name. I researched it even more and more. And in time, I gradually adopted it into my life, my lifestyle, and in my music. And so, thus, Ruach. I just pronounce Ruach in the Western pronunciation. In the Hebrew, it's Ruach with a cook.
Okay.
But, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Very interesting indeed. We're going to take a little break, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to play your tune, because the music will come to talk about, really. So, I'm going to play your tune, right? So, just want you to hold the line, right? And then I'll join you on the other side of this. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking, we're Whole Lot Reason with Ruach. Yeah, man, Ruach Ru, yeah? Latest songbird coming out of Jamaica, man. I tell you, all the way down there in the hills. And she's reasoning with us here on the Rubber Dub Show. All right? Now, this is her latest tune that she's got out. If you follow McDaddy, you would have heard this on my shows, because I even played it last week. And it's called Mr. Playerman. Very interesting. You know, all Ruach know about Mr. Playerman. When she tell me say her father did strict and all them kind of thing. So anyway, I'm going to play it for you guys. And when it's finished, we're going to get back to Ruach and ask her about music. All right? Here we go.
man there. Oh, hear me now. Play where you say.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
One go clear me head. Play where you there. We can come again. Been waiting, Mr. Player man. What's the motive? What's the plan? You beat them sweet like sugar, and that's what matters. Come again, wish you could idea. They are. Wish you could idea. They are. Wish you could idea.
DJ McDaddy.
When me play a man there, oh, hear me now. Play where you say we just done.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Play where you there. We can come on Piledriver Radio with DJ McDaddy, and this is your girl Ruach. When me play a man there, oh, hear me
Turn it
now.
up, turn it up, turn it up.
Play where you say you just done. One go clear me head. Play where you there. We can come again. Been waiting, Mr. Player man. What's the motive? What's the plan? You beat them sweet like sugar, and that's what matters. Come again, wish you could idea. They are. Wish you could idea. They are. Wish you could idea. They are. Wish you could all day, all day. Hooked on you. What I gotta get hooked on hearing your songs. Feel that groove, the way your music pulls me along. Your rhythm goes on and on and on, flowing on and on and on. Round and round we go. Where we'll stop, nobody knows. Wish you could have they are. Wish you could have they are. Wish you could have they are. Wish you could have all day, all day. Oh Jaja, you know just how I feel. The night is on, the time is gone when music rescues me.
Voice courtesy of the one, Ruach Ru.
Oh Jaja,
Mr. Player Man.
that he was here to play.
Blazing up the airwaves right about now.
Things you know I love to
In Jamaica. Yeah, man, we are boss it over here big time.
we just done. One go clear.
Thing called the Player Man.
Yeah, where you there? We can come again. Been waiting, Mr. Player man. What's your motive?
DJ
What's your plan?
McDaddy.
You beat them sweet like sugar, and that's what matters. Come again, wish you could have they are. Wish you could have they are. Wish you could have they are. Wish you could have all day, all day. Wish you could have
Yeah, man, Mr. Player Man. Yes, I better say, round of applause indeed. Are you there, Ruach?
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, man, nice track, you know. Love the track.
Thank
So,
you.
say,
Thank you.
Love the energy, you know that. But you know, say I forgot to talk to me about this now, you know, because first things first, but I like no. You pen that?
Yes, I wrote that.
So tell me this now, right? As me that hint before me start playing the song. You are telling me say your daddy strict like what? What you know about Mr. Player, man? What give me the energy behind that.
Give me the energy behind it. You know, as wonderful as my father was, because he passed away, he could not protect us from everything. Okay. And unfortunately, or fortunately, because this song has been written, how do I say this now? Life in Jamaica caused me. It's Jamaica's fault. No. It's a man's fault. No. You know, it's a common thing. It's something that happens a lot here in Jamaica. It's an experience that most Jamaican women know about, you know, and so it was very easy to write. It was very, very easy to write the song.
You wrote it from experience?
I wrote it from experience, yes. Yes. I don't know whether it is by choice or it is cultural, you know, or it's just personal decision. Often this is the way that men choose to go through experiencing women, and so, yeah. Yes, girls, if you're out there and you know what I'm talking about, say yeah. Yeah. See, did you hear them? Okay, good. Yeah, we go through it as women, and so it was important for me to say something about it.
So,
something about it.
So listen, it's good that you said you actually penned that song yourself. So obviously, you've got the songwriting capabilities big time.
Yes.
So. Do you actually play any instruments?
No, I fiddle. I fiddle a lot. I love to listen to music, all kinds of music. But in terms of playing, I fiddle with the piano. I fiddle with the guitar. But I would not call myself a player of instruments. Not yet. I think I will eventually learn to do it properly, but now, you know, if I'm working on music or there's a melody in my head, I will try to work it out on the keyboard, you know, and then give it to somebody else to expand it, right?
Yeah. So you know, I'm absolutely sure that I will not be the first person to ask you this question, and I won't be the last to ask you this, because in a world where people are asking for equality and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Mr. Playerman, so I'm to the player woman. Yeah, right, that tune too.
Oh, the player. Listen, can I tell you? Since I've done this song, since recording this song, everybody says, "Okay, so what about the player girls?" I mean, you just talking about the guys. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I can only speak from a female perspective.
All right. If you help me write that tune, let me write it to the.
You will help me write it. Oh boy. Okay, maybe well, we'll see what happens in the future, because of I may choose to do a collaboration on with a male artist here in GA. And give the men's version of, response to the song. But that I get that question very, very often. I get it very often.
So you should.
Men listen to it and then they smile and they nod their head and say, "Oh, the tune nice, it's nice." And then they go, "What happened to the player girl? You're not talking about them." So, okay, well, fine. Yeah. Fine. Maybe I'll talk about them next time.
Wicked. So you dropped this. Mr. Playerman, and it's doing well by all accounts. So it must give you an energy now if you want to take the music on like big time, full time. All right. So what are your plans? Have you got anything like? I mean, was this the first of an EP to come or an album to come? What is it?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Playerman is the first song of an EP to come, a 7-track EP. And that should come later this year. Yes.
Oh, later this year, like what? Before summer? Or?
I'm thinking summer. Yes, I'm thinking summer. I would like to. We're planning a video for Playerman and all of the promotional activities surrounding that. may cause us to release the EP mid to late summer.
I can't fly down for that video there. When you had the Mr. Playerman video, I want in that video there. You hear me?
You want in that? Oh,
no. Forget it.
All righty. It's going to be shot here in JA, so you need to fly down. I'll give you all of the details. We'll do it sometime this month. And definitely, you are expected to be here for it.
Be here. So,
yes.
so the music industry, as we say, you're pretty much new in the music industry. You're pursuing your musical talent right now. How are you finding it in the music industry? Is it as hard as they say? I know there's not a lot of females in the music industry coming out of Jamaica, but there is. But there are. So how are you finding it? You getting a lot of love, or you've had eye-opening experiences?
Yeah. It has been a very interesting journey stepping into the industry. Yes, you are correct. There are some Jamaican female artists coming, but not a lot in comparison to the male artists. It is a male-dominated industry here in the land of Jah. But I give thanks. My experiences so far have been positive. One of the things I would say about it is a business. And coming into it is a business with so many different aspects to it that as an artist, you need to learn about the business of music, and you need to learn how to pay attention to putting the things in place that take care of the business aspect of it. As an artist, your instinct initially is just to spread joy and love and entertainment and some of the wisdom that you know through your music. And so that propels you, it motivates you. But until you have those other, structures around you, it can be daunting, it can be difficult, it can take a while.
Yeah.
But so far, I have been enjoying it, yeah. It's been a positive experience for me, and I'm looking forward to doing it for the rest of the time that I have here on the planet.
Well, McDaddy
and be sharing with the world. Yeah.
Well, McDaddy and the whole Piledriver crew and all my listeners, I'm gonna make sure to follow you. So make sure so you keep up the good work. Yes,
please.
All right. Okay. So, listener, I like for thing there, and I like dig up when I do my little reasoning, and I like dig up on some people, and I drop a little thing by you probably wouldn't know that I know that, right? But you want to know how you come from Jamaica and you can't dance. Oh, you can't dance.
Oh, me can't. Well, guess what? Dance in Jamaica and dance hall in Jamaica has changed so much, and it's changing daily. I can't keep up. So, when you go out, I very rarely do what everybody else is doing. I just do me. I move. I do me. Line up my body and carry on in a way that is natural to me. So if you tell me to do whichever move is happening now, I can't do it. I can't do it, but I will be dancing. I'll be doing the Ruach. If you want to know what I'm doing, it's called the Ruach.
Okay, that's what you're gonna do.
Yes, the Ruach.
Okay.
Yes.
You can't think now because the whole career thing where next thing you got up on stage and you stand up stiff like board, so you have to learn all
No. Well, that's the good thing about music of any genre, especially reggae music. You can't stand still. It's not. You don't stand still to reggae. It's just the two things just don't go together. So on stage, I do me. I pay little attention to what my body is doing while I'm performing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I just do Ruach.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not. You don't stand still with reggae music. No way.
Right. Listen, May I take a little break again and may I play a video of yours because you've got a video out there called Watering Eye.
Yes.
No say nothing. May I rinse it right now
McDaddy.
and then me come back to you. Alright?
Alright.
So just hold the line.
Alright.
Okay?
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are holding a reason with the one and only Ruach Ru. Yeah, man, straight out of Jamaica, Jamaican songbird. May I play one of her video that she's got out there, and this one is entitled Watering Eye. And I is not E-Y-E, it's I. Here we go.
The shadow of this life, I fear no ill. Thy rod and thy staff, it comforts me still. Oh, oh, oh. Better than my start, better than my past, better than my last mistake. Stronger for my lessons, and I learned it well. Jah is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Of whom shall I be afraid? Jah guide me up and raise me up. Oh yeah. Whom shall I fear? Stronger for my lessons, and I learned it well. Sometimes the road gets rocky and sometimes the way seems sticky, but hold on to the thought, it's just water and I. Through all the love you're giving or all the love you're not receiving, just hold on to the thought, it's water and I. Strong, yeah. Just water and I, water and I, water and I, water and I. Come a long way, so give thanks, yeah. It's just water and I, water and I, water and I, water and I. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of this life, fear no ill. Thy rod and thy staff, it comforts me still. Oh, I'm better than my start, better than my past, better than my last mistake. Stronger for my lessons, and I learned it well. Jah is the light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Of whom shall I be afraid? Jah guide me up and raise me up. Oh yeah. Whom shall I fear? Stronger for my lessons, and I learned it well. It's just water and I. It's just water and I. It's water and I. Water and I. Just water and I. It's just water and I.
Yeah, the voice of the one, Ruach Ru, with a thing called Watering Eye. You see what I say? Song there, you know, all I meant spun that, you get what I say? Before I go back to Ruach, I just want to say big up to Kodja Barnett, yeah man, Kodja Barnett has joined us right here. Kwame Lion, big up yourself every time. Tina Burnett, yeah man, inside of the place. Good evening to you. Yes, Ruach.
Yes.
Excuse me. A tune there, and mine, you increase the population in Jamaica without even knowing,
Yes. Say that again, McDaddy. I didn't hear.
I said, be careful with them tune there, you might increase the population.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Thank you. Let's see. Watering Eye came out, was it last year? I think it was last year. Either 2016 or 2017. Okay. It was released. And it has been doing extremely well.
Nice. Seconds.
And it's a whole amidst kind of song.
Yeah.
And it's an encouragement kind of song. Mm-hmm. And it's just reminding everybody that, whatever it is you're going through in your life, however good or however bad, it is about your growth. Receive it as though it is rain from heaven, watering you, causing you to grow. So you walk into your future self, your next self, your next better self, having learned from the experiences that you've been through.
Yeah, it's
all just watering eye. Mm-hmm.
I tell you, when you do tunes like that, you will have people who are going to be following you big time. Miss Jeanette Vaughan, I don't know if you logged into the Facebook link at the minute, but Miss Jeanette Vaughan has commented and said it's a beautiful tune. And also Mr. Kodja Barnett has said it's a beautiful tune. And while the video was playing, you had quite a few loves going across the screen. You get what I'm saying? So it's a nice.
Thank you.
It's a nice.
Thank you, Kodja. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself every time. So listen, we're gonna try to wrap up the thing, So
yes.
I just want to know a few little things from you, like you have to tell the people where them can find you, because obviously. The Rubber Dub show is only just for a couple of hours, and people might want to do research on you and find out more about you. You don't know, so we promote Buy the Tune. I want the people in for Buy the Tune and have it in a collection, so them can play it at their leisure. At your leisure, at your pleasure. At your pleasure. So you have to tell me now, and tell not me, but tell the listeners. The social media platforms that you're on, where they can find you, if you've got a website or anything like that. This is your turn. Go ahead.
All right, first I just want to big up everyone. Thank you so much for all of your support. All of your love. I have been receiving so much love, and I'm just enjoying sharing with all of you. So thank you so much. You can find me all over social media. Just Google Ruach Ru, RUACHRU. I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. On YouTube, you'll find my music under Ruach Ru or House of Ruach Music. But it's easy. Just Google Ruach Ru, at Ruach Ru. That's where you find me. Most of my music is available on iTunes as well. So if you Google me on iTunes, you'll find me. Mr. Playerman is not yet available on iTunes. Okay. For that, you can visit my website. It is called ruachru.com. There is a store. And in the store, you will find all of my music, Mr. Playerman, Watering Eye, and others that you can purchase and download for your listening pleasure. Yes. If you need to reach out to me via email, my email address is ruachrumusic@gmail.com. Otherwise, any of the other social media platforms, once you reach out to me, I will respond.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you hear that, people? Yeah, man, you can find her on the page. It's I tell you this: as soon as you Google it, you won't find many Ruach Rus. All right. So So,
Yes. Thank God for the internet.
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
we just want to, we love the reasoning. And we here at Piledriver Radio and all the listeners want to wish you every success in your musical career. We hope that we stay in touch here, and as soon as you drop anything, you make we know, make we rinse it out so we can tell the people. Remember Ruach Ru?
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying.
Big up yourself every time. I have to send a massive shout out to Maria Jackson Entertainment. Yes, what I say. She is the vehicle behind this. You know what I mean? Letting me get to talk to artists like yourself. So we have to send a massive big up to her. All right. So Ruach Ru,
I have to give lots of love to Maria, and I'd also love to give lots of love to yourself, McDaddy, and your team. Thank you so much for this chance to share with you, and definitely we'll be keeping the link and making sure you get everything that I'm doing first.
All right, you're so welcome. Anybody you want to shout out before we go?
I just want to give lots of love to, the entire planet. Those who are listening now and those who will be listening to this in the future. Thank you so much. I'm reaching out with lots of love. I want to thank my team here and Maria. I want to thank Jupiter Redman, who was responsible for the rhythm, the music behind the Player Man, and my entire team here in Jamaica. And to just everybody, lots of love, and looking forward to sharing so much more.
All right, big up yourself every time. All right, so walk good, take care.
You too.
Right,
Yes.
don't get off the phone just yet. We'll catch up with you soon. All right.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Yeah, man, McDaddy will a reason with Ruach Ru. You see me I say?